It's the 3rd of November, 2016, and since I'm all alone back here, I figured I'd start this one off. I'm not doing this during work, but I think you can tell because there's no machines going, so it's quiet back here. Anyway, I'm here at work. Obviously, gotta do my job today. That's how it works. But then at some point, I have to go to my neurologist. I've got to leave here around 9:15 to make that happen, so just your standard checkup. I just hope they don't keep us there all day, you know. Doctors are bad enough, but you go to a specialist and sometimes you wait even longer. But in this case with my guy, there's a reason. He takes time with patients in order to find out everything, find out every detail. He's very detail-oriented, and I like him on that regard. So for that, I'm willing to wait. Guess who forgot his medication at home, so had to leave work even earlier, that way he could come home and get it. At least it was today. Because any other day, just having to go from work and then go back and all that, just would have been annoying. For that reason alone, I mean, we were going to leave work early anyway, so, you know, just part of the process.
At the end of his career. This is a long and storied career, but no respect for the veteran from you. No respect. Respect.
So, just got out of the doctor's office, and everything looks good so far. He's confirmed that, legally, I am not allowed to drive until the end of this month, but after that, should be good. And the other interesting thing, which actually I've noticed since I started taking this, is that my appetite has increased. He said for me to keep an eye on that, because if I don't, well, eat more, you can guess. And I had gained 3 pounds in, how long has it been since I've seen it? In a month, yeah, so that's something to keep an eye on. Of course, it hasn't helped that I kind of been slacking off a little bit too, so those things combined, not a good combination. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out some stuff on that front later. For now, it's gotten later than we wanted it to be. So now me and Mom are gonna get something to eat because we've been sitting in that office for so long. It's past lunchtime. Also found out that to my great heartbreak, before we went into the doctor's office, as you saw, we were listening to FSL. We were a bit far behind, so I finally have been broken the news. The Gallifrey Time Lords are going to be relegated. Had a good run in the FSL, so happens to all teams eventually. Oh well, at least the Exterminators are going down too, so. That is lunch. Look at that. And now I'm back home, since we didn't have enough time to get back to work. But, since I am home, I'm going to do something. This weekend is the annual Magic Convention, the unconventional convention up at Cumberland Falls, so I have to get ready for it. Which means I need to pack a few things. So, I'll show you what I can, as it were. Actually, pretty much only one thing. One is anything that doesn't show a trick, so that work as a underliner. Okay, let's do this thing. First of all, my magic case. It's something that I don't use unless I go to the Magic Convention. It's this. And it shows how evident that is by the dust on it. It always settles a bit, because I never use it enough. But after a quick dust off, it's ready to go. I don't do any stage stuff or anything, so this is merely for transportation. It was actually designed to keep a laptop in it, but I figured out that these compartments are good for stuff. The bottom part here, let me turn the light on. The bottom part here is good for my close-up mat. More on that later. And then these other parts are good for carrying decks of cards or anything else I might want to carry upon me as the magic strikes. Plus, I'm bound to acquire a few things as well while I'm at the convention. It's what happens when you get a bunch of magicians together. You get new stuff. So, I said the phrase close-up mat. Curious? Want to know what it is? Okay, let's go check. So this here is my close-up mat. It's got a material on it which is specifically designed for doing close-up tricks. I have to put it on a flat table or something in order to get the fold out of it, because it's still got a bit of a fold in it right now. Because it's not designed to be put on beds or things like that. So I'm just showing it to you guys, just what it can do. It's a special kind of fabric material that cards glide across, coins don't tend to stick to, stuff like that. It's great for close-up tricks on a table. And this isn't revealing anything sneaky. This is just a tool of the trade, as it were. It's almost my performance place. One reason I like this mat is this. It's got storage areas built into both sides. Because a lot of my stuff involves little, what are called packet tricks, or tricks that only involve like 3 cards or something like that. And as a result, you don't want all that just laying about the place. It looks messy. It's kind of bad presentation, right? But the reaction whenever you open up your close-up pad, pull out what you need to pull out, you just look more professional that way, as it were. And then finally, the final piece to this, which most close-up mats do this, but this one is nice. Folds up. Nice and portable. And strictly for paranoia's sake, I keep it in the box that it actually came in. So this is its original boxing right here. You can never have enough decks of cards. So there we go. There is one coin trick I like, but I'm a bit rusty on it, so I probably won't try performing it. But here are my coins. Both Kennedy half dollars and British pennies. They're around the same size, so you can pretty much pull the same stuff off with them. What stuff? Nice try. Nope, not gonna happen. But anyway, that usually goes up here. If I can get that in there. There we go. Nice and tight. And then this sucker, which of course doesn't go in the case, goes around my neck. The first... Almost ran out of time. The first trick I ever recorded on video, you can still find those magic videos at TSCN, by the way. But this thing I got at my first magic convention, and since then, anytime I go to anything magic related, I always take the thing with me. Plus, it's an impromptu trick, so, hey. 2 things in one. Sentiment and practicality. And then I go through my magic area up there, go through my tricks, pack a couple of the new ones, a couple of the standbys, and then I am good to go. Or I guess most people do good to go like this. So I'll do it that way too. Good to go. That didn't have the impact I thought it was going to. Either way, packed. That works regardless. Getting the Triple M recorded too, that way nothing goes undone this weekend. I can't have that. Just can't. I told you guys when I tried these Cheddar Jack Cheez-Its, I'd show you guys, so here we go. Interesting. Not bad. The different cheeses sort of balance each other out. Nice. Be great for the sandwich. I'm not just randomly eating from a box of Cheez-Its, by the way. I'm actually using them as sort of my side thing for a sandwich that I brought up here, so, yeah.
Beth has, so I know she's stoked to see some Sonya as one of her favorite characters. That's fantastic.
There was only a little bit of Into the Nexus left, and I was going to finish listening to that before I went to bed. Then the rain happened and apparently did that for me. I've only apparently been asleep for like a couple of minutes, so I'm just heading from couch to bed, but still, that was enough of a sign for me. So with that, good night everyone. See you tomorrow. I look forward to it. That sounded really creepy, I mean, because of the magic convention. Good night.